Dear viewers, let me welcome you to the international discussions. On May 7th, 2022, there was an international online forum, Global Crisis, Where People We Want to Live, organized by volunteers from 180 countries. On this event, that was streamed live to thousands of channels and platforms and interpreted into 100 languages, we raised vital topics that are a threat to humanity, such as climate change, wars, problems with ecology, insufficiency of drinking water, hunger, human trafficking, slavery, and many more. Many of these topics are also discussed in the media, but today, and in most cases, there was actually no mentions. What are the true causes of all of these things that happen in our modern society? And especially, there was no any sustainable solution. And this format of international discussion is a platform. Not only we can deepen these discussions of these burning topics of our today's society, but mainly to bring together potential of our honored guests, their valuable experience, and together we can outline specific steps to move away from consumer society. That is the true cause of all of these issues we are facing. And today, towards a society, we can bring this benefit to every single man on earth, every single human.
Thank you so much, Alexander. And in today's international online discussion, we will explore the issue raised throughout the forum, as well as also share our impression of this important event. And I'm delighted to introduce you to our distinguished guest. Today with us, we have Daniela Peric, restaurant chef from Croatia. Welcome, Daniela. We're so happy to have you with us today.
Thank you very much. Thank you all for participating in this program, in this project. I hope that soon we will see the fruits of our work indeed come true.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Daniela. Also with us, we have Karina Kugel from Belarus. She is the economist, TV and radio host, mediator, personal growth coach, support group facilitator, and founder of the project Survive. Welcome, Karina. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Greetings. Thank you very much for inviting, and thank you very much for just wishing out such interesting topics. And I understand that, thank God, we have people who are indifferent, not indifferent. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Karina. Yes, it's very important that we all will be not indifferent to the situation that we have right now in the world. We cannot close our eyes anymore. And that's why we would like to continue to talk about the forum, because as Alexandra said, on a forum, participant presented very important information. And that's why I would like to ask my first question to Daniela. Could you please share your thoughts and feedbacks on this amazing event?
Yes, the facts and the truth that we can hear in a forum, we cannot see in mainstream media. We cannot hear this on mainstream media. We can share with us the truth, but the people have the right to hear the truth, even if it's in some way horrible. That we will see that people are being sold, their organs, sexual trafficking, and these horrible things for the children, for the woman, for the men on this earth, that we in this 21st century see all this situation. It's very, very sad. And I can no longer put my cover on the eyes and pretend that it's not happened. It's happened, and it's very terrifying. But we have solution. We can change all this, that we are same people. We are from Earth, not extraterrestrial. We are from Earth. We have to have same rights when we are born. We have to have equal opportunities to be in rise and be human with a life that is dignified with this word of human. No, we are not animals. Even animals live better than some human. Yes, we can see they have I don't know, a better way for living than humans. So we can have all this if we join our potential and unite each other and help each other and have better future for us, for our children and other generation who came. This is my point of view. And why not change? I lived 48 years in same way, you know, and now I have opportunity to change this format of consumering society. That I see my mother struggling, my grandmother struggling with work. I'm struggling now. I work 10, 12 hours a day to put food on my table for my children, for myself, live on credit, live I don't know, surviving. This is not living. This is only surviving. Why, if we have solution, why don't take this opportunity and change this format and live in love, in respect, and better life? I see it this way.
Thank you so much, Daniela, and it's exactly a very correct question. So why not to change everything? Because we know that we live in such a format, and it started to form many thousand years ago. But why not to change it right now, when we live in a modern society with modern technologies, with everything available, and we can actually easily do this. We can easily change this when we are united, when we are together, when we can really make everything possible today to start speaking about it. And that's why I have a question to our another guest, to Karina. Can you please share why it is important not to be silent and to start speak up about this topic that were raised on the forum?
Yes, I agree with that we should speak up, right, about our emotions and feelings, and it's quite okay, you know, when we set goals not just to survive, but to live decently, right, as people deserve. And of course, this international forum, we are people, we want to live, it's a global event. But the question is, you know, my impression that what kind of people would like to hear this information, because yes, you know, there are certain people who just are ready to change, but there are people who are still used, you know, to live just according to a certain list of just their understandings. And I believe that we can change the society if we start changing it together. And for example, if for example, talking about me, yeah, I'm helping people people to just solve their issues, and that I've observed that there are not so many conscious people. And also, you know, for example, in the public, we can see that people with different points of view, they're killed, kind of, right? They're not accepted. Of course, it's not okay that our children and adults, right, are sold into slavery, or kids are sexually abused, are just sold for organs. Of course, it's not okay. But let's think how we can voice this and spread this information to the broad public. And of course, I don't want to survive. I want to live, and I want other people to live in just under normal conditions. And I would like to live better right now and here. And I wish other people to live just happily as well. Just this is my point of view.
You're absolutely right that you cannot be happy surrounding by people who are struggling. Sooner or later, that struggle, that pain will come to your house, and what you will do next. So we definitely need to do, and right now, I don't think that we have much time left. We need to act, and act immediately in order to change the format. And I really like your how you said that we need to make everything possible that people will understand the information that were presented. So we need to find the way how we will bring this information, how we will present this information that every single person will understand it, understand the urgency, and understand the solution, how easy the solution is, and what each person needs to do. So that's the biggest challenge for all of us, and we definitely would be happy to hear all our opinions. And dear viewers, please send us your suggestion. What do you think? How we can bring the information to every single person on earth? What needs to be done in your opinion? That will be very, very interesting to discuss. Maybe we can also invite you to our next discussion as our guest. And also, we see that we have so many problems in our society. We have no protection, no rights for most of our population. And the biggest problem that we see right now, and we heard for many years, like from the mass media, from a different conferences, that we have a big threat that we will face very, very, very soon. And this is the hunger. So, and why do we have this problem? Definitely, we have so many natural consequences, natural reasons why we have lack of resources. But at the same time, we also understand that this problem created artificially in order to divide us even more, in order to bring fear even more to our society. But understanding is here, like Daniela said, the solution is here. The solution that we can implement already and fix this problem once and for all. And right now, I would like to invite you to watch the video about food.
Every night,
ينام حوالي 811 مليون شخصاً جائعاً كل ليلة. وهناك ما يقارب 38 دولة حول العالم على حافة المجاعة. نحن نعيش في زمن عدم الاستقرار والجائحات والأزمات الاقتصادية والكوارث التي يتسبب بها المناخ مع الصراعات العسكرية. مع الأسف لقد وضعوا ملايين الناس على حافة المجاعة. هل أنت متأكد من أنك لن تكون منهم يوماً ما؟ في الشكل الاستهلاكي للمجتمع في هذه الأيام ليس هناك من هو في مأمن من الجوع، لكن هذا يبدو سخيفاً. لماذا؟ نلقي نظرة على التكنولوجيا الموجودة بالفعل. واحدة منهم المزرعة الرأسية، لديها مزايا كبيرة وعظيمة مقارنة بالزراعة التقليدية. تنتج 300 ضعفاً من الطعام يصل إلى 30 محصولاً سنوياً. تستهلك 59% أقل من المياه، وأرض أقل بنسبة 80%. تسمح بزراعة المحاصيل على مدار السنة دون استخدام المبيدات، بغض النظر عن الطقس والموقع، وتقريباً لا توجد تكاليف لوجستية. تمكنك من حصاد المحاصيل حتى في طقس متجمد مثل القارة القطبية الجنوبية. الأكوابونيك تسمح لك بزراعة الأسماك والخضروات في وقت واحد في دورة واحدة مغلقة. بقايا الأسماك تسميد النباتات تساعد في تسريع نموها بنسبة 40%. إنها صديقة للبيئة ويمكن أن تعمل عملياً بدون نفايات دون تلويث المسطحات المائية. لا تستخدم المبيدات وتستهلك ماء أقل ب10 مرات. على مساحة 1000 متر مربع حصاد نفس المحصول على هكتارين من الحقول و20 هكتارا من البرك. يمكن أن تعمل في المناطق الاستوائية أو الصحراوية القاحلة، أو حتى يمكنها أن تعمل على سطح ناطحات السحاب. لقد تعلمت البشرية بالفعل كيفية طباعة الطعام على طبيعة ثلاثية الأبعاد، وزراعة الأسماك ولحوم الدجاج من خلايا، وحتى الطعام من العدم لم يعد خيالياً. تقوم شركة فنلندية بمصنع الإنتاج الدقيق من العدم، وفازت بالجولة الأولى من مسابقة لتوفير مهمات فضائية للكواكب الأخرى. لقد أظهرنا فقط عدداً قليلاً من التقنيات، ولكن حتى يمكنهم بالفعل حل مشكلة الجوع مرة واحدة وإلى الأبد. إن تطوير وتنفيذ هذه التقنيات في البنى التحتية للمدن سيوفر للناس الغذاء في كل مكان بغض النظر عن الأزمات والكوارث. ستجعل عملية زراعة المنتجات مستقلة عن المناخ أو الطقس أو مكان الإقامة أو خصوبة التربة أو الخدمات اللوجستية. المجتمع الاستهلاكي يقول الجوع هو منظور الجميع، أما المجتمع المبدع فيقول لن ينام أي شخص في أي بلد في العالم جائعاً. نحن أنفسنا الناس سنقرر بشكل مشترك أي الاكتشافات يجب تنفيذها في المقام الأول، وسيسمح لنا الانفتاح والشفافية في المعلومات في المجتمع الإبداعي بالتحكم بشكل موثوق في تنفيذ قراراتنا. نريد حقاً أن نعيش في مجتمع مبدع. وأنت؟
Right to have food, it's a fundamental right for all human, for every single person, because that's the condition for our survival. But right now we have so many people that are going to bed hungry right now, or even dying from hunger. And the very dramatic fact that, like, even months ago, when you were checking statistics, there were 25,000 of people who were dying every day from hunger. And recently I found out that right now this number unfortunately increased, and it's already 29,000 and growing every day. So that problem is very big. And I would like to ask our guest, why do you think we're not solving this problem?
Because there is no interest for solving this problem. Because they are only interested in money, but not for life, for the people. Big corporations work only for money and power, not for human life. It is so. I think that we have technologically we are advanced, but like human, we have to only unite and help each other to solve this. We have all technologically instruments. I don't know technically what's word for that is to say, but we have all. We can live that nobody in this world is to be hungered anymore, or don't have the water, or don't have normal life in condition of life.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Only if we choose, it's our choice. We have to do it. Only we. Nobody will came and do it for us. We have to do it ourselves. No government, no politicians, nobody. we human, we can only help each other. And this is only solution we have. We don't have to wait somebody to solve this.
That's really interesting point to realize and recognize our personal responsibility. And that's something that we need to relearn. Unfortunately, growing up, what we are learning, how to shift the responsibility to somebody else's shoulder, how to give our power to somebody to decide, and what we can do. Yes, a little bit later we will complain that situation is not how we imagine, and again we will shift responsibility to somebody who in charge in order to blame him or her of all our problem. And you are absolutely right that we need to really realize that we are responsible for everything that happened, and we're also responsible for the change if you would like to implement it. It's no way that we can sit and wait for somebody to come and fix the situation. And you're also absolutely right that already we have a lot of technology that can make life easier and save millions of lives, millions of people around the world who are struggling right now. And there are technology for 3D printing of food that we can bring to people who are struggling. The technology that can extract water from air, that rapid house construction and 3D printing of houses. And of course that we saw already vertical farms that can provide food for billions of people. And everything is here, everything is available, but we are not using it in our current format. And I would like to think right now, with you, why do you think we don't utilize this technology now?
I believe, first of all, when I just watched this video about the technologies, it made me cry. Of course, the issues of accessibility. So what is needed in order for them to be implemented, right? Which companies can we address in order to apply these technologies, right? I believe that it's up to us, right? We choose what legacy to leave behind us, but of course we should inform people about this information, but of course there should be actions, right? We should act, because no one is gonna do anything for us. That is why, of course, ideally, that when you think and care about others, then these actions, of course, they have positive impacts, right? Because just human life is not profitable today, right? So we see that if people go to power and they get rich, well, unfortunately, they cannot stop at that, and there's only disappointed about them. Let us choose the other people, elect other people, and let's make decisions together. I believe in such a case we can find.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct that, everything, first of all, depends on every one of us. If we will remain silent, we will still talk only in the kitchen and only bit between our family members, the city will not proceed, because we need to understand that we need to build bridges between each other, between countries, between different nationalities, between different races, religions. Everywhere we need to understand each other. We need to understand that only together we can make real global change, because on place solving some local issues, it will not anyhow help. It will help for a moment, to fight the symptoms, but not the cause of the disease of our modern civilization, of disease called consumer society, when we consume lives. And it's a format that can be easily changed And we all understand that we can no longer live like this, and we all want positive change, but we must also understand that this can only happen when every one of us will make an active participation in this project and talk about the truth, talk about this solution. And after all, we're all humans. We have enormous potential and tremendous power to bring us together, to bring this change in society, and which we can implement through expression of public opinion. And that means that being active means not stay silent. It means that we can courageously voice in the truth and voice in our desire to live in a creative society. And let's now watch a video about how not to be silent.
Do you know that people stop being silent?
المناقشات الدولية. الحقيقة هي أنه عندما يتعلق الأمر بالهجرة واللاجئين فهو عمل. رأيت السوق حيث كانوا يبيعون الأطفال علانية. كنا نواجه الموت لمدة 4 أيام. أطلق قناصة النار علينا وطارت الرصاص فوق رؤوسنا. إذ لم نعالج مثل هذه القضايا مثل الإتجار بالبشر قد تكون أنت أو أنا بالغد. السياسة تقود العلم وليس العلم الذي يقود السياسة. كثير من الناس يريدون مني أن أتوقف عن الحديث، ولكنني أقول لا، هذا هو الواقع ويمكن أن يؤثر وأن يقضي على حياتك في أي وقت. الناس يفقدون كل شيء، 270 تريليون دولار. أين المال؟ وأين النتيجة؟ هذه الدورة 12,060 عاما هي دورة على مدار الساعة. كل هذه المشكلات التي نواجهها الآن لا يمكنك معالجتها بمفردك. الحمد لله لدينا المجتمع المبدع لاختيار الحياة البشرية على المال. نحن نريد أن نعيش في منزل كبير. إذا كانت هذه العائلة الكبيرة تقاتل بعضها البعض وتدمر جدران المنزل غدا، فسنجد أنفسنا في الشوارع بدون سقف وبدون الأسرة. من كل زاوية يمكن أن نسمع في الواقع إنها ليست مفيدة اقتصاديا، ولكن السؤال هو ليس مفيدا من الناحية الاقتصادية لمن؟ ليس من المفيد بالنسبة لنا أن ننقذ حياتنا؟ نحتاج إلى الجمع بين كل من الفكر والعلم وجميع الأشخاص الذين يمكنهم فعل شيء ما. أعتقد أن أعضاء المجتمع المبدع هم الأبطال الخارقين الجدد. هؤلاء الأشخاص يفهمون بالفعل أنه يجب علينا التصرف بشكل عادي. هل تريد أن تصبح جزء من هذه التغييرات؟ ابدأ بالفعل. فعل شيء، لا تصمت. أنت مدعو إلى الموسم الجديد من المناقشات الدولية. شاهد المنتدى، الأزمة المالية، نحن البشر نريد أن نعيش. التغيير يبدأ بك.
I absolutely agree that changes start from us, from every person. And I also, when I was listening to Karina, I also was thinking that, Karina, you're absolutely right. I really like the question that you asked. And the reason we need to start asking ourselves, like, why, if that technology is here, it's available, why we're not implementing it? Like, it doesn't matter if there's like hydroponic, like vertical farms, or it's like 3D housing printing or any other technology that is here. And when you start to research, the question will be because it's expensive. So we do not implement it, we cannot implement. But at the same time, we see how we distribute our resources, our funds, like what project we support. And then we have then another question arises, like why this project are most important. Okay, because it's probably military complex or something else, or something that are more so-called supposed to be more beneficial for our state. But is it beneficial for us human? Not really. We would like to see different technology implementing that prolongate our lives and make our lifestyle more easier, that we don't need to work that much or that difficult. But what needs to be done? What we can change in order that we see this technology implemented in our life. We need to change the format. And how we change the format? When we create demand for that change, when we create that public opinion, that everybody will know about that everybody will understand. And that's how we people realize our power and implement our power without revolution or any other violence event. Simply by expressing our will, simply by being active and speaking about the solution and understanding the problem. That's why what we are doing right now is so important.
And it's also like important question. So why it's important also to share this forum with everyone, and how a simple person can really, what can he or she can do in order to spread this information further, and why it is important. So our dear guest, can you please talk about this question?
I absolutely agree with you that each of us has to do what he can do, right? And I believe that everyone should do according to his status, right? And if we talk about, questions about building a farm for 3D printing, if I do not know just the specifics about it, so I can do what I've just been learned to do, right? And I believe that, guys, what can I do? I'm going to tell all people from my country about this forum and ask them to share this information.
Absolutely, I absolutely agree with you. So we would like to be heard. And what needs to be done? We need to start to speak and share the information, share that you understand, or maybe you don't really understand, like you said, like how the vertical farms are working, but you can share that with the people who will be able to dive in this topic and really find the way how it works. But the idea is simple, that in order to implement it, we need to change the format of a society. And that is very clear right now. Daniela, I would like to ask you the question. So what do you think we can do in order that 8 billion of people will hear us?
We have to involve in ourselves first. Yes, we have to have a will to change, because it's the end of the road, as for seriously, not for joke. We came on the angle, and we only can go down or up. So I think we have to change first in ourselves and say to ourselves, I can do this. I have right to live better life. My children have a right to live a better life. And I will say to all world, we can live better only if we choose to. And we can do it ourselves. And everybody should know about that. And I will sing, I will dance, I will, do like clown face on TikTok or Facebook or on other social network. But if I know that one person will hear me and that he change and go in this right way, I'll be satisfied, and I will say I was doing my job properly. You know. So we will speak every day, every minute, and every second for the rest of our lives, and hope that this format that consume us whole, we are all working like a dog. No, my dog is not working. He sleep every day. He eats and go out for doing his stuff. I work 10, 12 hours a day. I have to take credit to have house that I pay for 30 years. When I go in a pension, I live 1 or 2 years if I have a luck to live, and die, and this is all I have of my life. Is it so? Or we can live in another way, that in a society that we can have time for ourselves, for our children, for our growing inside of self, or we have to only do work, home, like robots. Yes, I think that we all deserve better life.
Exactly. And every global huge change starts from small steps. It starts from a small video that you shoot and where you explain the issue that we have in our society and the solution. Explain the foundations of creative society. Talk to your neighbors, talk to some random people, I don't know, like in everywhere where you are. And it's so simple. Start talking about solutions, start discussions of how can we be united and how can we build creative society in a fast way. Of course, maybe some people will ask, like, how it can be possible, maybe who will allow to us, but it's really important to us people to understand that we as a humanity have control over our civilization, over our planet, because the whole planet is given to us. And it's also a very important question. So how we as a whole society, how can we just start everything from scratch? How can we understand that it's, if we not change the system now, tomorrow it will be too late? And maybe let's now discuss this topic. How can we start from scratch everything, and how to tell people that everything is possible?
Actually, after each death, what follows is birth. After revolutions, after wars, everything. Why should we start from the scratch? Because many people die, and of course, okay, that is why we need to start from the scratch. Every day, many people address to me and who want to start from the very scratch. For example, if they get divorced, or they want to start a new family, right? Or they are ready to start anew and anew. Or, for example, some people who just commit suicide, they understand that actually they cannot change anything. But I believe that we can start from the scratch, and we should know that we have this way out. And what I've heard about the creative society, it's really, this is the society, this is the format of society which all normal people would accept. And again, it's not like we should destroy the old world and then build a new, but we can start from the scratch, right?
Thank you so much. That's really motivates to understand, to hear that together we definitely can overcome everything. And together we really can create a better world. And I would like to ask our last question, Daniela, what do you think? What can you tell to the people to that will help them to realize their inner potential, and that will help them to not being afraid and act and start to, first of all, learn the information about the creative society, about the forum, and also the next step is to share this information with everybody?
Yes, it's so simple when you realize that you have a opportunity to live in a society that human lives came first, not money, not politician, not government, not nothing, only human life. This is the basic for start, and you will understand that you can live in a secure world, that you don't have to be afraid for your life, for your life of your children, that everybody respect this normal way. This is a normal way of living. You don't have to be afraid to live. Why? You have we have all opportunities. We have all necessary things to live normal. I don't see why do you have to, I don't trust my neighbor because he's like this, so I don't trust my government, or I don't trust this. We have all normal things and we can live the beautiful life. It's only that you know that you are much more than you've been learned. You are much more. You are not a small, I don't know, small spot in the universe, and nothing matter for you that your voice didn't hurt. We can hear you. When we start according our voices and our potential, we can do everything, anything. The sky is the limit. Even that is not a limit. I think so. Yes. I think that now that this potential and this work that we do, it's been spread, and the seed is planted, and I will see in the near future that with this technologically and the human potential and the scientific potential, we can live in a better world.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And also, Karina, you mentioned that you're the founder of such an important project, Survive, and you are helping people to start their life from the point of where they faced very, very difficult circumstances of their life, but you help them to stand up and live and continue their life, start all over. So you motivate them, you give them power to live, basically, to have a hope and to move forward. And right now, our society is standing on the brink. Again, either we make a step towards the cliff and go down, or we step towards the sunrise of our civilization. So I would like to ask, maybe you would like to wish something to our viewers that will motivate them, that they will give them hope and they empower them to act.
I would like to say that, what I've understood just during 2 years of my work, the power is in people, right? And what my message to people is like, just trust yourselves and trust people. There are people who are ready to help you. And if you have any problems, any worries, any emotions, any needs, just believe that there are other people who are ready to help you, and it's natural to help each other and to look for and to grow, to bring up what is just positive in you. But of course, life makes us behave in a different way. But I really want to believe that there is more positive things. There are more positive things in life.
Thank you so much. I absolutely agree with you that power in people. And that's absolutely right, that when we get together, we have humongous potential. We just need to really unite and put all our efforts and one goal in order to really create a beautiful world. And thank you so much for emphasizing that, because that's what we really need to understand really, really deeply, that all power is inside us. And when we get together, we are the greatest power that can change everything. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much, dear guests, for this wonderful discussion, for really interesting topic that we have touched today. That really motivates people. And, creative society, it's such a huge motivation for me personally, because when you understand when everything will be on its place, when people will have opportunity to study, to have a really wonderful education, how much wonderful things we can do together. All these technology that we have showed and we have showed during the forum, it will be just the small beginning of what exactly we can do if we are united, if we can provide all the resources to our scientists, to engineers, to solve the vital problems that we have right now, to solve and start fighting against the climate situation that is happening in the core of our planet, and really to survive. And then make our life not only a survival, but a really wonderful, flourishing life that one can only imagine. And the changes of this wonderful world starts from you. If you start sharing about this international discussion, about the forum, you can do it. You can use your social media accounts on different platforms. You can start talking about it. And if you also have watched the online forum and would like to participate in this international discussion, similar one, please contact us at info@creativesociety.com or any of other of social media account that we have listed right now here.
And I also would like to express my sincere gratitude to our guest today. Your contribution is truly, really, really important. And thank you so much for sharing your understanding. Thank you so much for sharing your ideas. And I truly hope that we will continue our cooperation and we'll have even more international discussion like we had today. Thank you so much for being with us.
Lots of thanks for the invitation and to participate in this international discussion, and thank you for just giving hope to people. As I've said before, it's great that there are people who understand today's situation and who are ready to change. You're great, guys. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I think you don't have to be afraid. I didn't do anything of this even one time in my life, but I have a hope for this project. I have hope in humanity, And together we are stronger, we are better, we are much, much more. So united, we can do it. We can do everything. So join us and help us to spread the word.
Yes, become part of a huge team. So thank you, dear guests. Thank you, dear viewers. It was really wonderful to see you. And please contact us. The changes start from every one of us.